The woman of the lake. Kieran was my first boyfriend and also the one who helped me to lose weight. He threw out my junk food, including my hidden stash, made me exercise, and monitored my calories and credit cards. He's controlling you, said my sisters. And it's working. I struck a pose for them. They were just jealous. When I reached my final goal, Kieran finally asked me to move in with him. I was ecstatic. After I moved in, Kieran received an anonymous letter. Inside was a black and white photo of a teenage girl. She was a large girl, lying on her back on a wooden raft, which floated on a stream. She had her eyes closed like she was sleeping. "This is your grandmother, Alma," said the note, plus address details. That was it. As a baby, Kieran had been abandoned at an orphanage. Kieran, I laughed, this looks pretty sketch. However, Kieran was more trusting. You mean a scam? How? I don't know. Look at it. A single photo and you're convinced. But she looks just like me. How's it a scam? What's the angle? The address was 3 hours away. I begged him not to go, but he just replied that I didn't have to come. I guess it's nice that you know your family, he said. So we drove out there. Along the way, I wondered if Kieran was first attracted to me because I had been big like his grandmother or his mother, but he hadn't met them then. I reminded myself. Could he be genetically attracted to me? Was that even a thing? The sun was setting when we arrived. I stepped out of the car and stretched. It was a grassy, country area, where the houses were few and far between. Her house was a small cottage that looked old and rundown. I walked towards it, but Kieran stopped me. Listen. Running water. Distant but distinct. Kieran walked behind the house. I followed him, and there it was. It was the same stream from the photo. Kieran turned to me. I knew it, he whispered tearfully. He quickly walked towards the stream, as I told him to wait up. He stood at the water's edge and looked down. As I trudged through the grass, I noticed a large gray shape on the bank. It looked like a headstone * Alma Woodbridge. 1956. 1973 *. I shivered in the crisp evening air. So she was dead. Then who had sent the letter? Kieran. I walked over to him. What are you doing? He continued staring down blankly into the water. Kieran, your grandmother's dead. Yes, she drowned, he replied. But she will live again. His strong hand suddenly pushed me forward. Shock rocked me as I collided with the cold water, but I absolutely lost my mind when Alma's icy fingers touched me, finally claiming her brand new body. I thrashed uselessly as she possessed me. I've always wanted to be slim, I rasped with delight.